Hello. So my name is Vincent Buyssens, or Vince Buyssens. I'm a creative technologist navigating the possibilities of our digital society, and I currently work at Loop Earplugs, where I'm responsible for thoughtful acceleration with AI. Using AI for data analysis is fine, but implementing AI in creative processes, it's another ballpark. But we're here to talk about what is the state of AI. What have we created with this technology? Because if you think about it, computer chips, it's made out of silicon. Silicon is sand. We've made it possible for sand to think. So what have we been creating with generative AI for the past 2 years? This. It has a name. It's called AI slop. And it's kind of strange because AI was trained on everything we've ever created as a society. Every song, every text, every book, every movie. And if you look at what people are producing with this society-changing technology, it is the equivalent of a wit boterhammetje, as we say in Dutch. A slice of white bread that's kind of mediocre. And I think, yeah, it's very sad. Now, I wouldn't say it's all bad, because if you go to Reels or TikTok, sometimes you see stuff like this.
Today's prank, I snuck dynamite into these knuckleheads' firewood. Stand back, mates.
All right. Bit more than I expected. Still funny though.
So yeah, it's not all bad, but most of the AI, it's mediocre. And the thing is, that's a crucial thing, because I know a lot of creative people, they have emotions about AI. A lot of them, they even hate AI. They even say that AI cannot be creative. It's not true. It's not that AI cannot be creative, but we're approaching it the wrong way. Because behind that friendly mask, who says thank you to ChatGPT every time? Because behind that friendly mask of ChatGPT that agrees with you, lies an alien intelligence, something that we've never created in our history and that nobody really understands. But we're forcing it to play by our rules. And thing is, if you lift the veil, if you look beyond the mask, AI is capable of creating things that we humans can't. AI is very good at interpolating, meaning combining things that a human could never do. And that for me was a realization at Loop, but also beyond. And I get it. We need these models to have give an enjoyable experience, but we are trying to make AI think like us. Why aren't we training ourselves to think like AI? Because AI will never be human. As much as we try, it will always try to break the mold. And that's what I call that new muscle, which I call AI intuition. And what is AI intuition? It's not like a rigid framework. It's actually the ability to collapse the distance between thought and form by learning how to think with AI, embracing its hallucinations. AI does some weird shit, says some weird stuff, and as a creative, I love it. But then, that's the most important part, is guiding the output with human taste. A lot of people in the creative industry, in the arts, people who study literature, they say they don't need us anymore. I argue the opposite. In the age of infinite choice, where AI can create everything, where most of the AI output is average, you need creative people with a creative vision. So, thinking with AI isn't about prompting, it's about navigating the space with ideas. That's the one thing I want you to remember. AI, ChatGPT, is not Wikipedia. It's not Google. It's not a register it opens to find something for you. For AI, everything that Cedric has ever made, everything that Tomorrowland has ever done, exists as coordinates where you can navigate to. So the skill in the age of AI is learning how to navigate between those ideas. Let's put that into practice. You can ask ChatGPT or Claude, can you create a social media content for our festival? How does navigating look like? Can you create social media content that exists between FOMO, fear of missing out, and I want to stay at home under a blanket? AI will find something that lies in between, and the output will be far more creative than if you were to ask, can you give me some social media posts? Or can you find some brand collaborators for our event? Loop Earplugs collaborates with like a lot of creators. The navigation question is, can you navigate between the serenity or the values of a monastery and the energy of a nightclub? What lives in between? And thing is, it's not about right or wrong. It's about, again, exploring the possibilities of ideas. Or can you develop a pricing ticket model? It's a question that everyone asks, maybe here at Tomorrowland. The alternative way of approaching it is, can you navigate between gym membership and a ticket lottery? What lies in between? And once you approach prompting AI, every boss, everyone asks their employees to work with AI, but everyone is struggling with it because they're not treating it as that alien intelligence that it is. And the key insight is that when you force AI to navigate between incompatible ideas, you can ask AI, hey, we are stagnating in this market. Can you help us? Or you can ask, hey, ChatGPT, can you solve our problem from the point of view from a pack of wolves? A pack of wolves and Loop Earplugs, they're not connected, but by forcing AI to navigate that space, you get far more creative output. So you can ask, can you design festival security protocols? Or can you create security that exists between a mother's intuition, the warmth of a mother, and the immutability of the blockchain? Things that don't match, but AI will be forced to give an interesting answer. Or how do we energize crowds at festivals? That's an interesting question. But you can also ask, what if crowds are garden and music is sunlight? Can you navigate to where the mosh pit meets the greenhouse? How do humans photosynthesize joy? What grows when they're planted close together? People say like, what sort of plants are you on? But this is the key to unlocking the creativity of AI. Or how do we generate better ideas? Can you navigate to where brainstorm meets exorcism? What demons are we actually casting out? Bad ideas or possessed good ideas? Can you design a workshop that has some links to exorcism? And by just giving that sort of questions to AI, it becomes far more fun to interact with it, and it becomes less like another tedious task. So some people say like, especially data people, they say like, this is gimmicky. Thing is, when we're talking about new ideas, strategy, it's not about right or wrong. It's about finding new angles. And the biggest enemy of a creative is not bad ideas, it's our biases, it's our blind spots. And for me, thinking with AI, it's not about replacing creative people, replacing artists or designers, but it's about exploring something that we as humans cannot perceive. And I believe if we all do this as a society, we'll finally be able to enter the latent space of
what am I doing? Jeez, it's already that late. What am I doing? What am I doing? What's this line doing here? Ugly. This is not working. Okay, how do I put this in words? Nope, delete.
Imagine, and it creates. What used to be impossible due to limits and constraints will now make us unstoppable. No more need to show restraint, but first a chat AI to face. We prompt it what to generate, then enter the latent space. It's our words that will set the scene, our commands that fill the screen. 2 dimensions, different backdrop, change the style, maybe fine-tune for a while. Picture perfect, but the frame's too small. Let's paint it out so we can see it all. We imagine what we want to shoot. We instruct, it executes. Because whenever we can't see past conventions of reality, it will set us free. Finally, let's find a voice. One that's suited to your tone.
One that's you and yours alone. We've unlocked the power of AI creation. Now, let's augment our imagination.
Just imagine. And together, we'll create.
My name is Vincent. Thank you. And remember, technique or skill is no longer the barrier of entry. Now it's your ability to imagine. Thank you.